Indiana are grieving after their 9-year-old son was killed in a crash on I-465.
Yeah, Eamon Goodrich was pronounced dead at the scene. He was a student at Mount Tabor Elementary School in New Albany. According to a preliminary crash report obtained by WRTV Investigates, Indiana State Police say a semi-truck driver's unsafe speed was to blame for this crash.
Our Kara Kinney is digging into the safety record of the trucking company.
Flashing lights, first responders, and a mess of vehicles. The aftermath of a July 25th crash on I-465 that left 9-year-old Eamon Goodrich of New Albany dead. The Indiana State Police crash report says a semi-truck driver slammed on his brakes after encountering slowed traffic in a construction zone. The report says he stated that his trailer then went around him. He stated he didn't remember what car he hit. One of the cars hit Chris Goodrich and his 2 kids. Eamon was killed, his little sister was hurt but okay, and their father went to the hospital with serious injuries. The semi-truck driver was taken to Eskenazi for a blood draw. Those results were not part of the preliminary report. The driver works for Forward A2B Inc., a Bensenville, Illinois trucking company with 150 vehicles. WRTV Investigates checked their safety record on the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration website. Forward A2B has been cited 26 times in the last 2 years for unsafe driving, things like inattentive driving, speeding, and reckless driving.
These directly point to the safety culture of this company.
James Lewis is a transportation safety expert witness with a company called Evidence Solutions, though they're not directly tied to this investigation.
In short, I investigate truck crashes, and I work for either the defense or the plaintiff, whichever contacts us.
So overall, how would you describe this company's safety record?
I would say it's very unsafe, unsatisfactory.
The company's vehicle out of service rate is 50%, way more than the national average of 21%. That means half the time inspectors are finding things that are serious enough that the vehicle has to be taken off the road. WRTV Investigates also looked at hours of service violations. Those are federal regulations meant to reduce fatigue-related crashes. In their initial news release, ISP said hours of service violations may have played a role. Forward A2B Inc. had 14 of these violations over the last 2 years.
So to have that many is an astronomical number.
Examples of hours of service compliance violations include operating a vehicle while ill or fatigued and no driver's record of duty status.
That means they had no logbook at all. Now, they're supposed to be on electronic logs, so they had no electronic source, and they didn't have a paper backup. So that's huge.
We are working to obtain the results of the truck inspection report to see if hours of service did play a role in this crash.
We also found Forward A2B Inc. has had 10 crashes in the last 2 years, 2 that involved injuries. However, federal records don't say who was at fault. Kara Kinney, WRTV. WRTV Investigates called and emailed the trucking company in Illinois. The person who answered the phone told us a manager would call us back, but we have not heard anything. No criminal charges have been filed against the truck driver. The crash is still under investigation, so the case has not yet been forwarded to the Marion County prosecutor. We reached out to the Goodrich family, and they told us our hearts are broken from the loss of our sweet, intelligent, compassionate boy. We are thankful for the love and support of family, friends, and neighbors as we learn to navigate a world without Eamon.